Hello. Hi. I think you're on mute. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. 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 Hi. Good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening. Good evening. Which one is my mama? Good evening. I'm just a baby girl. I'm still a baby girl. Good morning. Good evening, everyone. Please, you have to maybe mute yourself. Okay, thank you. But I need everyone to tell me they can hear me, so I can start. So can you, if you can hear me, just unmute yourself and say yes, I can hear you. Then we will just start the class. Can you hear me? Okay. Can everybody hear me? Anybody? Can you hear me? Love it. Just wave your hand if you can hear me. Okay, okay, okay. AZ14, maybe you can just wave to me and say, oh, I can hear you. Amarachi, you can just wave and say, I can hear you. Oh, okay. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I think we're enough. I'm just going to start the class so we can cover as much as we can cover. We've already introduced ourselves. We already know what everybody does. Like, the reason why I said we should introduce ourselves is so that when we are progressing, we, like, if you start making money and you want to get a car, there's somebody in the group that already sells cars. If you started making money and you want to travel abroad, or you want to host a party and you need a chef, we already have a chef in the group. I mean, sometimes we always focus on networking outside, like looking for people who are made. But I feel like growing with people is the best way to actually network, because it's easier for you to ask them for something, because you know them when they just started. You get, so it's easier for you to go and, babe, please, oh, I know, like, imagine friends of which celebrity will I use? I mean, somebody that knew them when they were not a celebrity. If the person can just go and ask them for anything, than you that doesn't know them and you're going to ask them for something. So I feel networking from down up is actually the best than always going to look for people out there and trying to get their number and try to know them. They're already blown. They would think maybe you want to, you're trying to near them for their status, or it's always. So that's why I said we should introduce ourselves, so that we can always run back and say, please, oh, this client is disturbing me. Oh, do you have any help? How can I do? What can I do? Or you have a business you are running, you want us to help tell our network. It's a good place to do that. I have groups like that I go there and pour out myself, and they always help me. So with that being said, I just want to thank everybody for joining this class. I am so excited. So I'm just going to start. I know it's late, so that we can all just go back to what we're doing. Please, I'm just going to share my screen. Give me one moment. Mm, should be able to see my screen. Okay. Please, can you let me know if you can see my screen? Just you can unmute yourself and say, yes, I can see your screen. Okay, okay. That's perfect. So, welcome to the first day of the mentorship for aspiring virtual assistants. I'm so happy you made the decision to come to join us this evening. This is day, and in- please unmute yourself for the noise in the background so that other people can hear me. Okay, I'll just go ahead and mute this person. Okay, okay. Yes, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited you decided to join us today. So, during this class, but first, okay, I think let me introduce myself. Please mute yourself. Mute yourself so that we don't disturb others with the background noise. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Mercy, you all know, and in 2022, my I resigned from my job. I resigned because first of all, the hike in fuel, my salary was stagnant for about 3 years. In fact, it was not even enough, from where I was working. My I just gave birth to my second baby, so it was so tough. I worked in Lekki, and the schools there, my salary was not able to put my children in school in Lekki. So I had a discussion with my husband, and it was like, I think the best way for you to is to just resign. But me, I'm a workaholic. If I resign, what else could I do? Before now, I've sold gari, I've sold crayfish, I've sold palm oil. I was like, do I go back and start selling crayfish and stockfish and the likes? So, but as I was, going through that phase, I stumbled upon virtual assistants. It was something I've not heard before. I was like, okay, how do I even start? Then I began to look for resources to help me start. Then I stumbled on ALX virtual assistant program. So and from there it has just been onward from there. Before I became a virtual assistant, I've worked with law firms, facility management companies. So transitioning to be a virtual assistant was not really hard for me because I already have some office experience, working with computers and the likes. So, but one thing I want us to focus on is how I've, grown from there, and why you should listen to me today. So in my first year of becoming a virtual assistant, I mean, it was tough because it took me about 5 months to get my first job. I was like, is it that what am I not doing right? I mean, I have the experience, all the jobs I can do them. So what is it took about 5 months before I actually got my first job. And after that, it has just been, in my first year, I made over $10,000. And I'm currently a top rated plus virtual assistant on Upwork, because when you work, the people you work for, they rate you on the type, on how well you do their job. It's just like a rating system. And top rated plus is like the highest right now. So that's why you should actually listen to me today, because I know what I'm talking about. It's something I have done. Um, God, oh, who is it? Mute yourself for in Jesus' name. Who is Agent 14? Please mute yourself, eh? Thank you. Ew. Okay, let me just do that. I'm so sorry for where is AZ 14 now? Okay, okay. So that's why you should actually listen to me today. So today I'll be introducing you into virtual assistant in case you have not heard it before. the niche that are very lucrative now, because not all the niches are lucrative. There are some that is of a hair that is there. You work, 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 work. You will not you like, I mean, like because there are so many people, it's not really as lucrative as other niches. And in other niches, they are making money and they are not even enough. So I'm going to tell you some of the niches you should focus on, depending, again, it still depends on what you can do, right? Then productivity tools that you should learn or have an idea of, because I've worked with some clients and they are just like, they are familiar tools that most of them will work with or will ask you if you know about. Then email etiquette, then we're going to round off with questions, answers, and if you have anything that is bothering you concerning how to start, then we could do that at the end. So, but I want to ask you, you come I don't what are your expectations for this class? I mean, what are you excited to learn about today? I just need about two or three people to tell me what they are looking forward to learning. You can unmute yourself and answer if you want to. One or two people is enough, so we could just. I hope people can still hear me. Oh. Hope I'm not talking to myself. Oh, okay. So I'm saying, what are you excited to learn about today? I mean, it's a safe place. Mm, okay. Okay. Thank you. So any other person? Thank you very much, Madam Faustina, our billionaire mama. That man is an importer exporter. Oh, in case you want to import anything. Who else? Who else? Any other person? So we can just move ahead. Who else? So what are your expectations for this class? What are you excited to learn about today? I mean, I need just one more person. What are you looking forward to learning? Who else? Okay. Yeah. Thank you, thank you so much, everybody. I mean, thank you also for coming. Your time. It's money. I keep telling people, like, time is money. Time is money. For you being here means you're investing something, and I'm really grateful. So now let's get into business. We are here for business. So, like my sister asked, like, how to start. For her, she's she's on the right track, because the first thing I did before starting was to look. Okay, please go ahead. Okay. 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 Mm. Start. Okay. Starting is the hardest part. That's it. So when you like when you've overcome that fear of starting, there's nothing will hold you back. You get. So I for most of us, I'm just gonna rush through the introduction because we already have that initial knowledge, because that's the first thing to do. If you don't know, if you don't know about something, seek knowledge of that thing. That's the first step. In fact, I would say congratulations, because you've actually done the hardest part of it, which is gathering the knowledge you need. So nobody here is a novice or like does not have an idea of virtual assistant. Even if you don't, I'm just going to rush through the introduction so that everybody we're on the same page. Now, a virtual assistant is a remote professional. What remote means is you are you are and you are not in the same location with the person. Like our traditional 9 to 5 jobs, you have to go to work. This one, you don't have to be where your guy is. You don't have to be in an office. So it's a somebody in another place, providing administrative, technical, or creative assistance to clients from anywhere in the world. So it does not necessarily mean I've worked in hotels, I've worked in malls, so you can be anywhere. That's what a virtual assistant is. You get. Please mute yourself, okay? So that we everybody can hear us. Now, the virtual assistant can offer a range of services. Like there are so many companies looking for virtual assistants, like the industry. Please, can you mute yourself? Who is this person? Mm, okay, thank you. So there are so many services you can do as a virtual assistant. You can handle emails. Like most people, they don't like business owners, they cannot be checking their emails all the time, so they want you to check it, tell them the important ones and reply to the ones that are not important. Then scheduling, like, oh, some of them, they meet with a lot of people, so going to schedule the meetings and remind them of the meetings. They don't just want to stress themselves with that task, so they just outsource it. Research, I don't like doing research, but a lot are just like me. A lot of people, they want to find out about something, but they don't have that time to sit down and start doing it, so they outsource it. Customer inquiry, social media management, those are the like it's the list is endless. Like, just think of anything and a virtual assistant can do it. So that's just what I want to everyone to put in their mind, that it's not about I didn't go to school or anything. Even if is how to write songs, there are virtual assistants that are into songwriting. So they look for songwriters, or they write songs themselves, or so there are a range of, like, the list is endless. The list is endless. Why should you become a virtual assistant? Like I said, for me, I resigned because the cost of going to work was too much. I wanted to die. Like, I would wake up 3:30, and I will still won't get to work by 8. Every time they will be complaining. My as in my mental health was dealt with. When I get to work, I'm already tired. My children will eat breakfast in the car, in traffic. They will sometimes dinner in traffic. So it was getting to me. I was always falling ill. At a point, I almost wanted to die. My husband said, before you go and die because of 80,000, abeg come and stay house. So for it gives the flex. Like, I went out today, I didn't even know where there were traffic, and because those things don't concern me anymore. I wake up and I'm not in a rush. All those anxiety, like, it gives you that flexibility. There's a hard part, which is having to work in uh your client's time zone, because most of them, they are abroad, and for the people in USA, our evening is their afternoon. So sometimes I get to work till about 3 a.m., but I don't mind, because it's better than spending 6 hours in traffic, and getting paid. peanuts at the end of the day. Now, being a virtual assistant means you can work with anybody. I've worked with people in the UK, I've worked with people in the US, I've worked with Indians, I've worked with Chinese. It's so diverse. I have friends who have worked with Arabs. So it gives you a diverse client base, you know. Like, it's not the one that is one Igbo man you're working with, you just be there 5 years, 10 years. No, it exposes you to other cultures, other people. That's one of the perks I love about being a virtual assistant. Now, skill development opportunities. The thing is, with each company you work with, they will train you. So they are training you, but they are paying you. So you will learn as you go. Like, there are a lot of tools I know how to use now. I was trained or by the people that employed me. They just want you to have an idea, then they will definitely train you on what they use, because each company has different software and stuff they use, so they will train you. So it offers you skill development and opportunities. And like I usually tell people, I say, when you work with one person, by the time you are working with another person, you have learned something. So if you worked with that person for 2 naira, the your next person, you will not work for that person for 2 naira, because you have added to yourself. That's what being a virtual assistant can do for you. You have added to yourself, so it means you have to up your rate per hour for the next client. And so for the next client, you begin to add. So it's like an it gives you an added value as a human being. Then cost savings. I see, for me, I run, this is like my business. And the some of the things that I currently spend on now is internet, which is the most important thing you need as a virtual assistant. I mean, after having your laptop, you get, so you need internet. So one of the before I started, I had to make sure I have a laptop. I think I bought my first laptop 100 and something thousand, with a mouse. I think it was by 180 something thousand. I mean, it's the first thing you need. Is There are some virtual assistant jobs that you can do with your phone, but it won't give you the money, and in fact it won't even give you the ease of doing stuff on a laptop, you get. So aside from buying a laptop, which is like a one time buy, not like you are buying laptop every month, you need internet. Internet is one of the expenses that you just have to invest in a good internet. It's an investment because it's a business. I have saved on fuel, buying fuel, going to buying different kind of office clothes. I only buy clothes that if I want to go out, I just get a dress I want to wear, and you know, I don't need to be buying okrika, because the money they are paying you sef is not enough. Then you will still go and okrika now is not even cheap. If you want to buy one jeans now, I think jeans in okrika is like 20 something thousand. Then talk about buying gown for office, you get. So you will save money, you will save money, you will. So it's one of the things that, a virtual assistant can do for you. Let me just admit this fellow. um so now let's talk about the kind of virtual assistant that you can actually do. I talked about administrative before, because I told you that was where I started from, because that was what I knew how to do based on where I've worked with, where, yeah. But now I recently discovered this real estate virtual assistant. In fact, I even did real estate virtual assistant last year. The money there is like blood money, but you will work, that's just the. So real estate virtual assistant, because number one, I didn't know anything about real estate virtual assistant. I had to take a course on real estate virtual assistant. If you are interested in real estate virtual assistant, let me know. I would refer you to the person that does the course, then you can register. For real estate virtual assistant, when I did real estate virtual assistant, I think it was for a UK company. I think they were paying me 400, abi £400 every month. Now do the calculation. But the work, it was really tough, because it requires you following up with guests. I mean, anybody that works in the hospitality industry will know that it's a very tedious job. It's not as being like an administrative virtual assistant. Being a real estate virtual assistant is actually very tedious, but there is so much money, and there's not many people that actually know how to do it. and people are running away from it because of the work. But if you are a hard worker, you will thrive here. Like, the money is, I can't even, in real estate virtual assistant, there are like 1,000 things you can do. 1,000, like, it's is it Airbnb? Is it shortlets? There are so many things that you can do. Is it even sourcing for landlords? Like, the for real estate virtual, I think it's just something that you just tell yourself you want to do and just focus on it like that. Then there is some of the things a real estate virtual assistant can do is managing listings. Like I mentioned, I don't know if anybody knows about Airbnb. So you can be an Airbnb virtual assistant. So what you do is you list properties on Airbnb for your clients. You manage guest communications as they come in. You schedule um meetings for people that want to come and see the apartment. The list is just endless. You have to organize cleaners. Like for me, when I was working with that company, I from here I was recruiting cleaners in London. Recruiting carpenters, recruiting locksmiths. From here I was doing that, calling them, please, can you go to so so and so apartment, the key jammed. you know you can, is a remote thing, you can do it from anywhere. So there is digital marketing. This is another lucrative one that, if you want to enter this one, just hold, like, focus on it. There is money, because a lot of people, they cannot do sponsors ad, Facebook ad, Google ad, funnel building. A lot of people now want to launch courses. They need that digital marketing assistant to help them let more people know about their course, build their funnels. It is I don't even, there is money here. Oh, there's money. So when people will be like, oh, the virtual assistant is saturated, it is not, though, because if you go to this place, you will see they are looking, you will see applications nobody has applied, because not everybody know. Everybody is just focusing on admin is full, is oversaturated. This thing I'm telling you, because they require special knowledge. Most people don't want to go that extra mile and study what is needed. That's why all those other ones are saturated, leaving these ones behind. Then there is e-commerce. A lot of people in the abroad, let me use that phrase, they have Amazon stores, eBay stores, Poshmark, which other stores, there are so many stores like that where they sell things. Some they sell okrika online, but they have jobs, so they cannot do their work and come and do store. So they need somebody to help them list their manage their store on Amazon, eBay, and the likes. So if you can just say, oh, I want to become an e-commerce virtual assistant, omo, the like for an e-commerce virtual assistant, the pay is not much, but there is work. That's the thing with e-commerce virtual assistant. Is lucrative. I mean, is more lucrative than admin virtual assistant, but not as much as real estate or digital marketing virtual assistant. That's why I put it last. So you are managing their stores on Amazon, on eBay. You are helping them take their inventory, they are handling customer service for them, they are shipping, so that they don't have to spend the time doing it, you get. So these are one my top three niche that I feel anyone that enters, give yourself 5 months. I say give yourself 5 months, because it took me 5 months. I mean, it has taken people less. During my real estate training, before we finish the training, somebody got a job. So it's like that. So I'm saying, just give yourself 5 months with hard work. It's not you will apply today and go and rest, and no, like constant. Babe, if you apply for job, in fact, I'm just saying 5 months, because me, it took me 5 months, based on I was doing the wrong thing, and until I started doing the right thing, I started getting the right jobs. Yeah. So but if you give yourself 5 months, and at every time you are applying, you are tweaking, you are, seeking for the right knowledge, you will definitely get a job. Because there are jobs, you understand. So these are my top three niches I said that I decided to share, because I have worked in every of these niches and I know how lucrative they can be. So this is a secret that, not like, there's no class you go that they will tell you, because they are like keeping this is like a for the top virtual assistant, they keep this for themselves. They tell you admin virtual assistant, customer support. See, there's money there, but you see these ones, there's money here. And because they are not just random kind of this thing, they need like specific knowledge. Most people don't want to do it, but if you seek this knowledge, this just write it. I told you to bring your notepad, write this down, and go and read about them. Just you know um, uh, uh, um read about them. You will see that there is money here. I've spent so much time talking about niches, so let me just go move forward. So now, how do you choose a niche? There were three niche on that last slide, but how do you even choose a niche? Now, you cannot do real estate today and say you are doing digital marketing tomorrow and say you are doing customers. It won't. In fact, you become a jack of all trade, master of none. Please, can you still hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me. Okay. Okay. So first of all, before you say you want to become a real estate virtual assistant or a digital marketing virtual assistant, you have to first assess the kind of skills and your what interests you. All those niches that I have said, there is what you will, like, the work is there, but are you willing to put in that work, and what interests you? If you are somebody that loves meeting new people, helping people, then you might want to actually become a real estate virtual assistant, because you meet with a lot of people, Indians, Chinese, people that travel a lot. The Asians, they travel a lot. Then the Europeans, they travel a lot. So if you're that person that loves to meet new people, you have like you like to, like, interest, you find interest in knowing things about people, then maybe you might want to be a real estate virtual assistant. If you are somebody that you are curious, you are creative, you might want to be a digital um marketing virtual assistant. So you have to know what your strengths are, because if you are working with your strengths, then you can do better than somebody that is just forcing it. So assessing your skills and your interest, market demand analysis. Market demand I've told you these are my top three. Another person will tell you these are their top three because of their experience and where they've worked. So you need to know what, if you are going into any niche, what is the demand for that niche. Then your potential earnings. Like I said, there's money, there is money, but you go fit do the work. Like my coach will say, there's no free dollar. There is no free dollar. So if you are willing to do the work, then there is money. I know people will be like, oh, I'm a coach. I have a coach, oh, because nobody fell from a tree. As you are learning from me, I also learned from somebody. So that's just how life is. Now we're going to talk about tools. You remember I mentioned that each company, they have their own tools they use, and if you go for an interview, they will ask you, have you used Google Workspace before? If you say no, they will keep quiet. Have you used Microsoft? If you say no, they will just end the call because those are like the basic tools that anybody that wants to work as a virtual assistant should know. Before they even want to teach you, you should know some basic tools. So, but it's your duty to learn those tools, at least have an idea of how they work. So when they ask you, do you know how to use Google Workspace? Yes. Do you know how to use Microsoft Office? Yes. Those are like foundation. Then they can now say, oh, okay, if you know how to use all those, you can definitely use the ones that we use. Like I said, they will train you. Most of them, oyibo no be like all these Nigerian people that they employ you, they want you to start doing heaven and earth. They will train you. and most of the times it is paid training. Like I so there is no loss here. You are not losing anything. There is no loss. So the one of the most important tools for productivity that they would ask is Trello. Most of them in 2 years ago they used Trello, but some of them are transitioning from Trello to Asana. Although there are some companies that still use Trello because it is very simple, but most of them they are looking for more a software that has more tools for them for that can do multiple things. So they are transitioning from Trello to Asana. Please, YouTube is there, is free. Learn how to use it. And sometimes there are courses on YouTube, it's just like 1 hour. You can put it on times two speed. It will shorten it to 40 minutes. See, 40 minutes is not a long time. Sit down and learn how to use these tools, how they work, because they will ask you if you know how to use them. Google Workspace, Microsoft Office, Trello, Asana, Slack, those are the basic those are the basic tools that you as a virtual assistant, if before you say you even want to start, you should know how to use. So for Trello is like a virtual project management tool that is used to organize projects. So when they give you a project, there is no time for me to demonstrate how it works, but I mean YouTube is there for you to learn how they work. Then there's a free course. I will put the link in the group. You could learn and gain a free certificate. So when they tell you, do you know how to use Trello? You say, oh yes, and I even have a certificate, you know, of how Trello works. So there's a fundamental for Trello user, something like that. So it boosts your portfolio when they know that you have a certificate. They'll be like, oh, this person really knows how to. So I'll put the link in the group so you can take the course. When you pass it, they will give you a certificate. Just stamp am like this for your portfolio. So when they see it, it's like it boosts your portfolio. Like if you already have the ALX virtual assistant, you put it there. Put your Trello, you put it there. You look for other free courses, you just sample am there so that they know that you are not just anyhow virtual assistant. So other tools that are for virtual assistant, like I mentioned, we have Slack. Please write this down. Oh, we have Asana. I would probably maybe next month um hold classes on how to use either Asana and ClickUp, because like I said, companies are transitioning from Trello to Asana and ClickUp, because Asana is very broad. It gives them more tools they could work with, and with ClickUp as well. ClickUp is so wide. I'm not even sure one can. I'm not sure anybody knows how to use ClickUp completely. Then there's QuickBooks. There's Fresh Books. There's Fresh Desk. So the reason why I put QuickBooks here is that if you're a virtual assistant, the chances are that you would manage some financials for your clients is very high. I'm not saying like financials like big money, or like arranging their receipts, um, just helping them sorting out like their expenses. QuickBooks is something that most of them use because it has a phone application. So they would just give you the password, then you would go in, and so you need to have an idea of how QuickBooks work. Recently, before now, QuickBooks, they used to have this foundation course that they give, but it's no longer available. It's free. I got mine before they stopped it. But you can go on YouTube to learn how to use it. Then there's Fresh Desk, there's Zoho. So Fresh Desk and Zoho, they are CRM software. So they will ask you, do you know how to use Zoho? Do you know how to use Fresh Desk? Have you used it before? These are the questions they ask when they interview. Now, if you please, I want to put a disclaimer here. Don't lie. Oh my goodness. Do not lie. If you have not used it before, Say I have not used it before but I know how to use it. Don't go and say, oh, I'm an expert, I made this one. Then they will say, oh yeah, come and do. You say, it's like, please, oyibo no dey do lie, don't lie. Oh, it's not like we are not like us here in Nigeria. Even though there are some dishonest ones, but anybody that wants to, I mean, it's not even good to start a relationship on a lie, you know. Just tell them, oh, I don't know how to use Zoho but I can use Fresh Desk, or I don't know how to use Fresh Desk but I have an idea of how it works because I've used Zoho before. You get? Then Canva. A lot of businesses in the US, a lot, because in after the COVID, a lot of them started designing by themselves, because before then they had to pay graphics designers. Then Canva came and brought template upon template, so a lot of them now design themselves. So they don't, so when you are coming on board, they expect you to know how Canva works. And there are like countless YouTube resources on how to use Canva, even if it's just to cut and join, because in Canva they have templates. If even if it's just to remove one picture, put another one, change the choose typography, just know how to do it. The one of the perks about one of the advantages of being a virtual assistant is that you have the opportunity to know a lot of things. So they are not expecting you to be a master. They are not expecting you to be a Canva guru. Nobody is expecting you to be an expert, but they want you to have an idea of how it works. So when they give you a task, you try put your creativity into action. Then then you learn how to. So for those that are saying, uh how do I start, how do I start, that is where you should start from. Those are the places you start from, because you don't want to start, okay, you are looking for clients, and then you get the client and they are asking you, madam, can you use this one? You say no. Okay, can you use this one? You say no. Can you use this one? You say no. I mean, what are you now coming to do for me? Do you understand? You have to know how to use those are the foundation. The reason why it took me 5 months, it was because I did not, that's the truth, it was because I did not know all these things. What we were using here in Nigeria is a Microsoft Office. That was about the basic software, because here we know they buy software, we know they use. Now the Microsoft wey dem go do for under Ikeja bridge, na dem, because they don't even pay, but there is cheaper for them, so they use a lot of software. So I only knew how to use all those basic things, and when they were asking me, do you know how to use this one? I say I don't know. Do you know? So I kept going for interviews. No, they will not employ me. I kept going for interview because I don't know how to use them. So I had to sit myself down and say, this thing, because when I go for an interview, I take a pen and take it. So they will ask me questions. The one I know, I will answer. The one I don't know, I will write it down. Like, okay, what does this? What is some of the software they were mentioning, like Slack? I have not heard it before, because we were using WhatsApp when I was all the places I've worked in Nigeria. I've not heard Slack before. It was during one interview that they asked me, oh, they were saying that, oh, they use Slack for communication. Have I used Slack before? I was like, no, I don't even know what Slack is. I'm like, they were like, okay. But they didn't reach back out to me because they expect you to know them. Like I said, nobody is saying that you should be oga or oga patapata. Just know how they work. So for those of you that are saying, where do I start? These are where you should start. It's just like when preparation meets opportunity. You have to be prepared. You have to, like, guard yourself and say, I am ready for these guys. So when you start applying, when they start coming, you have what they need, because it does not matter if you have done ALS, done this one, done, if at the end of the day you cannot provide the service that your client wants, you can't get, then there's no relationship there. You can, because A relationship is about what do you have, what can you do, then they marry each other, it becomes a service. So tomorrow I think I think I did day two. So for tomorrow, okay, we're going to talk about, just give me 1 minute. Tomorrow we're going to talk about um how to set up and manage your digital workspace. So now when you learn all these things and are ready to offer the service that or are ready to serve your clients. Another thing they look out for is where you work, like the tools that that you have, and if you can do the work. Yeah. So we're going to talk about how to set up your digital workplace, how to use social media and freelancing platforms to attract clients. Then we're going to talk about your VA portfolio and your pitch. Those are the things we are going to discuss tomorrow. And the reason why I made those ones last is because you cannot start you cannot start from having a portfolio. What are you going to put inside the portfolio? Eh? What are you going to put it inside the portfolio? Is the things that is like the certificates, all those things that you've learned how to use that you put inside the portfolio to tell the client that, oh, you can serve them. You understand? So that's why I pushed those ones for the second day, so that I can I'll tell you this is where you should actually start from. My mouth is already dry. So so I'm just gonna leave about 10 minutes for us to ask questions on all what we have discussed today. And if you have questions for what we are going to discuss tomorrow, so I can prepare and answer them. So yes, the floor is yours. Do you have any questions that you have from all what I've said today? You can just question and answer. Okay. 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 For e-commerce virtual assistants. Okay. Sorry. So for e-commerce virtual assistant, you want to learn how to use Excel, because most of them they is Excel they use as their like to upload what they have in their store. They use Excel. They will ask you if you know how to use Excel. You want to learn how to use Amazon. You can write it down. Amazon FBA. There's a course on YouTube. If you just type Amazon FBA, so it's the assistanting part of Amazon. So you can learn how to use that. A lot of them use Amazon. They have stores. So if you learn Amazon FBA and Excel, you are good to go. The other ones they can teach you. They will tell you what to do, but they want to know if you can use Amazon FBA, if you like, if you know what it is about, and if you can use it. So those are the two things you can learn to be an e-commerce virtual assistant. Oh no, you have to go about two step into learning Excel. So because they require some formulas. So you might want to go into a bit deeper, not a like you want to become an accountant, financial analyst, or no. So if you already know the basics, then you want to go deeper into formulas and all that stuff. So yes, I see somebody was raising their hand. Who is that? Please, if you have a question, you can just go ahead. Hi, Tochi. Okay. 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 Yes. So yes, yes. So for LinkedIn is actually a very good place. To get clients, but it requires a lot of work. Getting to see the right people. But I cannot advise against being active on Upwork, because Upwork is a bit easier, even though it's, I don't know now, just that the connect are so expensive. So if you are not earning, it will be really hard to buy the connect, you know. But if you can marry LinkedIn and Upwork, please do, because by the time you get clients from LinkedIn, you can now use the small dollars to buy connect on Upwork. Then when you start earning on Upwork, you can now use the Upwork connect earnings to buy connect. So I would advise you use both Upwork and LinkedIn if to get clients. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I have I have templates that I use. Uh I can share two template, but because they are for sale, actually it's on sale. Yes, but I because I mean it's we are playing the long game here. I What I do is when I have a template that actually gave me a job, like I get hired, I grab it and I store it. So it's like my vault for templates that work. So sometimes I can use that same template. If they won't give me the job, then I have to craft another one. I get a job, then it becomes a value for me. So I I can share two or three templates with you guys tomorrow. But if you want like my template Bible, then it's gonna be on sale at the end of October, middle of October. It's still in the works, so it will be on sale. So you can maybe buy it then when it's out. But yes, templates are good. So you too, you can have your own template Bible. See all these things that I'm just saying, it's just a rare. It's just it's just, yeah, you get. So when you apply for a job, anything that gives you if you apply for a job, what the template, the kind of template the application you use to get the job is a template. Somebody else can use it and the person will get job. You get. So so yes, I use templates a lot. I experiment a lot. Yes. What do you mean proposals? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. When I started applying, like I told you, it took me 5 months. I was just wasting content, because you know why? When I was applying, I didn't have a portfolio. I didn't know I needed a portfolio. They didn't tell us in what they told us in ALX. It was not on Upwork. It was a bit different. It was one class that I did that they now said, no, you have to put it in a very fine, you put your face, you put all the certificates you've earned, you will outline it like that. I can also share my portfolio with you. I'll put it in the group so everybody can use it to craft their own. Yeah, so I was applying, I would just write grammar, I will not attach portfolio, they will just look it and pass. So it's not about applying, it's not about applying, it's about knowing what to, how to tell them. But if you are asking how many proposals you should send, when depending on the people you are targeting, because I was targeting US clients. So US clients, they are more responsive in the night. So 1 a.m., 2 a.m., from 12 midnight to about 3 a.m. That's when you will get their attention. So if you're on Upwork, now there e dey happen though. Like my coach will say, you dey sleep around 1 o'clock when your helper dey awake, get up. So um 12 1. So but some people say they apply in the afternoon, and but all the jobs I've gotten, I applied to them in the night, 1 a.m. So yes, you can just, the thing is, we are all experimenting. I'm just telling you what worked for me. So you can maybe this week apply in the morning, see how many of your proposals were viewed, how many you were invited, apply in the afternoon, then again apply in the night, and you check which one, the one ahead. So see the one that is, then you will now know where your peak periods are. Any other person? Our time is fast spent. Okay, precious, yes. Okay. 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 So I will create another link of, I'll put another meeting link. I'll put it in the WhatsApp group because this one is going to end now, so that I can answer this question that you have. I'm so sorry, but I'm using Google, the free versions. Please don't be angry with me. So just in case the meeting ends, I'm going to put another meeting link in the WhatsApp group. Yes. So yes, to answer your question, just give me 1 minute. Let me create the meeting so that we don't have to wait too long. So in case the meeting ends, this is the new link for the meeting. Okay. So yes. The first question was on, please remind me again, Precious. Precious. Oh, yes, project management. So you talked about Asana and Trello, and there's another one. Um, Come again? Yes, Zendex. Okay. So no, Zendex is a CMR tool. Yes. So for Asana, So there are virtual assistants who offer project management automations. So like I said, there are so many niches. There are so many niches. Now if you want to go deep into project management, then you want to tell then you want to learn it. Okay, the new link is in the WhatsApp group. The new link is in the WhatsApp group. The new link is in the WhatsApp group. Yes. So if you want to learn Asana and offer it as a service to companies who are using Asana but they don't know how to automate it, or they don't, because some of them they buy this software and they don't know how to set it up. Then you want to go deep into Asana. You want to learn it and learn it for real. But if you want to use it as like okay, I need to charge. Jesus. Okay. Sorry guys. I'm just trying to admit everyone. Okay. Is everyone here now? I'm just trying to admit. Okay, yes, everyone is here. So for for please, can you mute yourself? Please mute yourself. Oh, hey, thank you. Okay. Please, can you, okay, just let me know if you can hear me though. Can you hear? Okay. So for yes, for Asana, everybody's trying to get it. So for Asana, if you want to learn how to use an Asana as and offer it as a service to companies who use it but they don't know how to set it up, or don't even want to go through the stress of you know beginning to automate it so that it can work for their business, then you want to learn it. You might even need a certification. Asana has a certification course. But if you want to learn it and use it as as just to guide, like use it as a project management tool, like when they give you a project they use it to track it, and you can just learn the basics and it's okay. So that's that for project management tool. Then the other question you asked about portfolio. Now there are different types of portfolio. If you are the portfolio a graphics designer will have is different from the portfolio a project manager will have. It's different from the portfolio an architect will have. It's different from a portfolio a customer support somebody will have. It's different from a portfolio an administrative virtual assistant will have. So that's why they have templates. Now if you are crafting your portfolio for Upwork, you cannot put CV link. They will not, they will not even allow you send it. Anything link in Upwork proposal, they don't allow you. So you want to create a proposal for Upwork that is devoid of link. So you need to tell the client what you can do. You have to write it in plain English. But if you are doing a portfolio for like LinkedIn, or to share on any other platform, then obviously you can put a link to your CV, a link to that. If you're a video editor, a link to your drive where your videos are, a link to whatever. But if it's for Upwork, there is no link. You cannot include link in your portfolio. You can only add link, like maybe when you are writing the on the box, but you cannot put link as an attachment. They will not allow you, and you cannot send CV. Even if you will send CV on Upwork, it must not have your email address. They will ban you. They will just ban you for life. It cannot have your email address. It cannot have any link to LinkedIn. Like, they don't want anything that the person can use to know you outside. So that's one thing that has helped me to stay on Upwork for, because a lot of people that we started together, they've banned them because some clients, some devilish clients, they will tell you, send me your email. Don't send them then your email address. So LinkedIn will just block you. They will just I mean, I say LinkedIn, Upwork, they will block you if you send anybody your email address, or send them your CV, or a portfolio that has a link to your CV. So you have to decide. For most people I know, they have like up to five proposals, depending on what they are. Really, you're just hearing this for the first time. Oh my goodness. A lot of people I've started with, they blocked their Upwork account. And if Upwork blocks you, it's in fact, it's only God of heaven that can in fact, I've not seen somebody they blocked and they pardoned. Once they block is for life. Except you go and raise your use the NIN of your grandmother to to create another account. So, but for Upwork, please, there's no link. So if you are doing a proposal, a portfolio for Upwork, it has to be devoid of link or email address or any, because they have an AI that scans the documents. If you just detect a link or anything that looks like, na ngwan, they will block you. But if it's for LinkedIn, of course, on LinkedIn they have the featured section. So you can use it to craft a you can craft a a very lovely proposal on a portfolio on Canva, then put the link as the featured section on your LinkedIn. So once they click the link, it will just take them to your proposal. So yes. Any other question? I hope I answered your question, Precious Obaze. Okay. Those were the good old days. Yes. Me too. Mm, yeah. Yes. Okay. 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 That's all your questions, right? Okay. Yes. There's actually a way to know a fake job. And like you, I have been jabbed. In fact, I have a friend I have a friend who the client was like, she should send her nude picture. Like, she was so angry, like, that okay, now waiting they say we can do for you. So there are so many fake jobs on Upwork. Now, Upwork is another class entirely. I'm gonna try and put it maybe for in 2 weeks time. I'm gonna just look at my calendar and maybe we'll do a class on Upwork. If you're interested, just raise your thumbs up. Yes. Okay, then then we have an Upwork class coming up in 2 weeks. So, but how to know a fake job on Upwork? So before when you see a job, okay, you need classes on everything. No problem. So when you see a job on Upwork, first of all, you want to make sure that the client is verified. If the client is not verified, just waka pass. It's not for you. Then also you want to make sure that they've employed somebody before. Although I've worked with people who did it was their first time, employing, but it was a risk I took. But make sure that they've employed before and they have at least one 5-star review. Anybody that has 3-star review, they are evil. They it means that they are not good. That the freelancer only gave them 3-star just to pity. They are evil. Like, do you know that there are some people that actually are up on Upwork to just lower your, like, do you evil. I I know this is funny, but it is true. There are some clients that you will give them everything, they will not give you 5-star. You want to avoid such a people because Upwork is a place where you need those reviews to, it boosts your portfolio, and you don't need anybody that does not have 5-star. Please just avoid them. Then location is another thing. Indians, Chinese, Arabs, which other people again? There's one Jamaica. Those people, they are scammers. Oh, they Pakistan. Thank you, Do not apply for them. Their jobs just waka pass. They are looking for Filipinos that they will pay $1. Don't even, if I don't even bother, because Nigerians, I see some Nigerians there now. They, in fact, there was one that even I did interview. He now collected my WhatsApp number. Now, so for like, I was like, what was I even, me that I even said, I'm even telling people to avoid Nigerians. I'm not falling for this one. Like, they just wasted my time. So you want to avoid Nigerians, Indians, Pakistanis, Arabs. There are some part of so when you go into a client's profile, you see where they're actually from. If they are in the US, you see if they are from California, Florida. So for Arabs, you can see where they are from. There's a particular place in Arab. Anybody that applies from there is a scammer. They just, if you if they are these all these Yahoo boys, they are looking for a way to move their money. So when they will give you the job, they will not tell you to on your they will tell you to turn on your timer. When they turn on your timer, then when they Upwork will charge the accounts. Most of them, they are using stolen credit card. So they recently Upwork recently blocked somebody's account. So I just wanted to share so that we are all aware of these scams. So when the Upwork pays them, they will not tell you to send 70% of the money to them. Mind you, they've used somebody's credit card to do that, to sign up on Upwork. So it will show verified on their profile. But it's a stolen credit card. Then when they now get it, when they now employ you, they will now tell you after you have worked to send, like, they will offer you ridiculous, like they will say $300 per hour. Now that one is fake job. So by the end of the week, if it's a 40-hour job, it's about $3,000. So they will tell you to take $500, then send them 2,500. If Upwork find out, they don't care if you know or not. They will block you. If anybody that bears that saying, they will block the person. So you want to avoid people from those countries. See, looking for a job is a job. If you don't want to get scammed, then you have to put in that extra 50. See, don't even, people that are always rushing to apply for job, those are the people that they will catch. Take your time. Some companies, they will write their company name. Go and check if they're on Google. You get, so that's how you can differentiate a fake client from client that will pay you, make sure that their payment is verified. Even the verified ones, there might be scammers, so make sure that their payment is verified and avoid those countries that I've said: Pakistan, India, Chinese, which other one did I mention? Arab. Avoid those 4 places. Then make sure that they've employed somebody before and they have at least one 5-star review. If it's below 5 star, just know that they will stay your white. Because those ones, they are troublemakers. That's why. And Nigerians, thank you, my sister Nnamaka Rita. And Nigerians, thank you. Avoid those people. They will stain your white. Avoid them. People you want to look forward to the US, they have really, there are still some scammers in the US. But if their payment is not verified, don't even bother. So follow this thing. Make sure they are verified. They've at least employed one person and have at least one 5-star review. The only way they can have a 5-star review is if they've paid somebody, and the person, you have to review them, so you will know that of a truth they will pay you. You understand? So I think I've answered Precious question. Anybody else? So like I said, don't click on any link. Oh, Upwork will block you. They see, because to get, before I got my Upwork account, I actually applied three. They rejected my application. It was the fourth time. So imagine, it's so hard that you now, because of you are in desperate and go and lose it. Take your time. Don't send any link. Don't click on any link. In fact, if the person wants to meet, Upwork has a meeting application embedded in their, so the person can meet you on Upwork. Anything the person wants, let the person say it there. It's only when the person has hired you, you people can now exchange email address, Slack information, but before that, don't click on any link. Biko, ejo, I don't know how you talk am for Hausa. Upwork will block, hey, because for me, Upwork is my, it's like it's like my second shop. LinkedIn is my other shop. And whatever, so please, it's your shop. Don't let your landlord come and drive you. So yeah, so I'm just joking, but honestly, don't click on any link and don't send any link. Yeah. So any other question? Akuna, you can go ahead. Um, Tochi, please hold on. Let Akuna ask her question. Then we'll take yours next. Hi, good evening. Okay. I can't hear you anymore. Akuna, I can't hear you anymore. Okay, I'm just going to answer Akuna's the first question, which is um her first question was, what skills she needs for a virtual, for the real estate virtual assistant. like I said, anybody that has worked in a hotel, a bar, a anything that has to do with hospitality, that place, no, it's not for the faint-hearted. And for you to want to venture into that, it means you have to, it's something you enjoy doing. It's like it's something you love doing. Meeting people, because people they have wahala. Meeting people, knowing how they are. Like you just have to have that service. You just have to be a service person. I think she's back. You just have to be a service person to want to become a real estate virtual assistant. So for that, you need communication skills. Those are the soft skills you need. How to de-escalate matters. Like there are some people that they just come is fight. They want to fight, no matter what you do. So you have to learn how to de-escalate whatever issues they are having, how to take blame, how to take sorry, 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 because you'll be saying that a lot. Then you want to know how to use Airbnb, booking.com, verbal. There are some real estate management tools like Hostify. Which other one have I used though? Hostaway, then uplisting. You want to know how to use all those. Those are, if you want to be a real estate virtual assistant, those are the tools that you need. Then, like I said, inside real estate, the branches are so many. It's just like yam. So yam, you can boil yam, you can fry yam, you can have yam powder, you can use the back and do elubo, you can, yeah, hey, that's how real estate is. So there's another part of real estate that is called arbitrage. That one, you don't have any business dealing with customer, guest, or anything. What you do for that one is, there are some people in the US, they want to start this Airbnb business, but they don't know how to look for landlords that are willing to give them apartments. So your own job as an arbitrator is to go and look for landlord, and the landlord will say, okay, my house, you can use it for Airbnb. Then go and look for the client that wants to do. Then you now be a middleman and say, okay, I've seen landlord for you. Oh, you pay me my finder's fee, then you and the landlord una go dey do una own. So there's a niche like that. I've done it before. Then the other niche I said was being in like an admin in the real estate. There are so many niche. There are people that are into the same real estate, and what they do is they list properties for sale. So the first one I said was for rent. The other one is for sale. That one is a different, like you're selling properties for $230 million. So you can put your own 1% there, as if you get a buyer. All these things you can use your laptop and do it. So that's why I said come with an open mind. See, on the internet, the money wey dey, like e pass $1 billion. Like there is money. The thing is, before I enter this, I didn't know. I did not know. In fact, if all of you that are here, you are po ten tial billionaires, you don't even know. There's the place people used to sign up for this thing, seller. Last year, they paid their people that put courses on, put webinar, they paid their creators 1 billion naira, 1 billion. That's what they paid all their creators last year. I'm just imagining how much they will pay this year, because this year the people did a lot of courses that, like, there are a lot of coaches that rose up this year. There are a lot of them on LinkedIn. So we saw them hosting webinars, and so I'm really looking for their reports to see how much they paid their creators this year. But last year it was 1 billion. As I dey call the billion, I want dey put the, so you so no there's oh my god. So there is no room for slacking oo. There is money. So inside that 1 billion, just next year, just tell yourself that inside that 1 billion, that's if I'm sure this year it will be more. Just tell yourself that I want to collect like 10 million inside, then begin to work towards it. Like my coach you say, there is no free dollar. Nobody will give you any free dollar. So let me just quickly answer her second question. I've never had an issue with my client not wanting to pay me, but I've had friends who have had that issue. Now, the reason why I stress that the client must be verified is that once their payment is verified, it means you can raise up a Upwork can help you, can mediate for you and come in and say, okay, what's happening? Why don't you want to pay her? Then they will reason the matter. It's like a mediator. They will say, okay, if sometimes it might be favorable to you or the client. So, but that's the reason why it has to be verified. If it's not verified, Upwork can't fight for you. So, for on your part, make sure you do a good job. If you do a good job, except the person is a witch, and when they are a witch, you will know because somebody else has said they are a witch. They have less than 5 star. They are a witch. Avoid them. There are some people in that place, they are broke, but they will not want to admit that they are broke. They are just looking for somebody that will be a scapegoat. So avoid clients that have less than 5 star reviews, and make sure that their payment is verified. If I have a client that I'm not even worried. If they end the Upwork will pay me. You get. So to answer that, I think I've answered your question. Rita. Okay, Tochi. Okay, sorry. Let's take Tochi's question, then we'll come to Rita. Oh yes, yes, there is. There is. Oh, hey, just think about anything. There, you, hey, as far you can do it, my sister. There's somebody looking. There's somebody out there looking for your service. There is brand man there, yeah, you can help people manage their brand. The fact that for that kind of a service, if you can prove that to them that you have done it before and or you can do it, they will give you. They will give you. The reason why they actually employ us is because we are cheaper than what they will get over there. And sometimes we can do an even better job. So that's why they come to us. Yes, there is a niche. Rita, you can go ahead. Okay. I think 5. I think 5 is okay in a day. Because it's connect. Oh, it's connect. So if you have so many connects, 5 is the average a day. I mean, if you apply for 5 job today, in a week you should get like 3 jobs. Yeah. Yes. So because it's a number of games. The more jobs you apply for, the more interviews you likely get. If you apply for one job, the probability that they will call you is very little than somebody that applied for 5. So it's a numbers game. Yes, 5 on the average is fair, I believe. So you just need to know when your peak periods are, the right clients. Then I'm sure 5 is very okay, very very okay. Yes. Yeah, Rita. Uh, Rita, I can't hear you. Hello, Rita, I cannot hear you. Okay, yes, I can hear you now. Good evening. Having an experience, what? Is not. No, is not. Yes, is not. So yes, is the reason why I say is not because when I first got my first job, I've never worked as a virtual assistant before. You just have to be able to marry the experience you have now and what they are looking for. It's not. It's not. Let me know. There's nothing. I mean, we all started from somewhere, so there is not. Some people will ask you, have you been a virtual assistant before? You can, if you've worked in an office before, say them, oh yes, I have administrative experience. If it's real estate, oh, I have ample real estate experience that I can function in this role. So being a virtual assistant before does not guarantee, is not a prerequisite for, yes, yes, no problem. Yes. Do you have any other who else is raising their hand so that we can end the class? Do you have any does anybody else have a question? Is that all the questions for today? Okay. Yes. Okay, so like I said, this is not an upward class, so there will be an upward class. Yes, there will be an upward class in 2 weeks' time. I just have to check my calendar, then I'll put. So I would, if you don't have an account on Upwork, come to that. So because at the end of this class, we should be able to have your portfolio, because I'll give you my template, the template I use. Then I will give there are already resources to get certificates and whatnot. So by the end of this class, you should be able to have a portfolio, yeah. So then we can now create an Upwork profile. For those that already have, it will be like a bonus class. For those that don't have, we are going to create one. So we'll choose somebody and we'll create their profile for them. So it's going to be very intensive. So if you're interested, when the thing is out, please register so that we can have that class as well. But this is not an Upwork class, so I can't really go into details on how to set up your profile and all that stuff. So, I saw one hand raised, but it's lowered now. That's Amarachi something. Okay, Amarachi. Oh, nothing, nothing. If you have, if you've learned, if you have applied what I have spoken today, learn how to use all those tools that I've mentioned, get your portfolio. What are you waiting for? There are your clients are out there looking for you. You don't need any other. So the thing is, with being a virtual assistant, is a continuous learning for you. When you meet these clients today, they will teach you. You meet another client, they will teach you. As you are doing the work, you are learning. So is you are always learning. There is, for a virtual assistant, nobody is a there's nobody that is a guru. There's nobody that is an expert virtual assistant. We only have experienced virtual assistant. So experience mean that you have worked with a number of people. So of course you now know. But when you apply this knowledge, like actively know all those tools I've mentioned, choose the niche you want to do, because like I said, there are various niche. Tochi mentioned branding, and yes, there's real estate, there's choose the one you want to do, and look for learn about what they use there. You are ready. You're ready. Your clients are out there. You're ready. Yes, you're ready. So, and again, it's not only Upwork that has Oyibo clients. So there are so many other platforms, but I have used Upwork and I've gotten clients there. LinkedIn as well. I have a LinkedIn masterclass. I want to, I don't want to be the one to anchor the LinkedIn class, I have like two people I'm trying to like two speakers that I want to join because they are gurus. So let them come and tell us how to get clients on LinkedIn. I have a friend, all his clients are from LinkedIn. I don't know how he got it because I've only gotten one client there, and I'm like, "Ah, how did these people get?" So I'm trying to beg him so that he will come and teach us how we can get, because I feel it's easier on LinkedIn because Upwork, their connect is too much. If you are not earning, because you have to pay in dollars, meaning you have to now convert the small naira that you have to dollar to buy connect to apply for job. So even me, I'm trying to see if there's a way I can not just deal with the Upwork Connect and move to LinkedIn. So that's why I've started taking my LinkedIn seriously to see if I can get clients from there. Because if you get clients on LinkedIn, you will not have to pay Upwork fees and all, they will be shorting your money. So you collect the money straight and direct from your gig pay wallet or Gray or Pioneer that you will use, you know. So that class is coming up. I've not announced it yet because is you know all these people what they do. I probably have to pay him or maybe buy him shawarma or something. So I'm still talking with him. If he agrees, then we can now have that